There's a lot I want to share with you about the time that we're in and how to really do this work of love leadership, because let me tell you what, the world has never needed you more. It is an incredible opportunity for you. There are going to be people right around the world that aren't able to go to work anymore. How amazing that you can do this from your home. There has never been a better time for you to rise in your love leadership. And I want to facilitate that and show you how it's done. So I'm going to tell you another story about how this works. I went into a yoga class, and there was a woman there that reminded me of my mother. She was inflexible like my mother. She was older. She said, I didn't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. And at one point we did this difficult exercise and she did something else. And then the yoga teacher said, okay, now so-and-so, you can join us now for this one. And Vanessa, step forward, put your foot forward. So I knew I had to reach out to my mother. I had cut her off for months. I haven't spoken to her since before Christmas. She had no idea why. I had all these ideas, these projections about what she said to me when I was a kid. And that's all I could think about, separation, separation. And then there was a young man in the room, and he was the only guy in the yoga class. And we had to do another exercise against the wall, and he didn't have any space. The reflection of the masculine. So we have reflection of the feminine, the reflection of the masculine. Every time I go out in the world, here's my feminine, here's my masculine, here's my feminine reflection. You can see how you're doing in your own personal relationships by the people that you see out there in your world. They're really just a reflection of you. We're all one consciousness trying to recognize itself in its external world, which is just a reflection of you. Big deep breath. We take breaths and we do yoga and we roll the pain out of the body, because we become a greater vessel to receive information and downloads. So now is a time of deep self-care. It's not a time so much of doing. It's a time of doing when you feel inspired to do. If you're tired, you have a nap. If you feel agitated, you take a bath. Listen to calm music. I've shared some great links for you all here. Connect in with this super consciousness, one vibration, oneness. So this reflection masculine man didn't have space. My husband said, Vanessa, you're such a freaking speeding bullet comet, but you leave this wake of freaking vacuum behind you. There's no space for me. He has his own stuff. Afraid to take space, afraid to ask for what he wants. But I made space for this man, this masculine reflection in the yoga studio, and I moved over. And then I said, let me move my crap over. So I took the yoga mat and I flapped all the stuff over so he had space in front of him. And he apologized. And I said, no, don't apologize for taking space. You're going to need a tremendous amount of space right now in order to do this deep healing process of collapsing, owning your reflections, and dealing with the actual pain that comes into the body from the emotional body. This has been my experience. And then I realized the yoga session was over, and they come with this nourishment. They come with a little smoothie, a green smoothie and a banana protein smoothie. And I took them and I put them on the floor and I protected them because I thought, my mother, she's so clumsy and unconscious, she couldn't come and kick them over. It's something she would do. More separation. And then I thought, this is ridiculous. My mother always nourished me with beautiful food, but she didn't have the emotional nourishment to give me. She just didn't have it for herself to give. You cannot give what you don't have. And I thought, why am I protecting this spiritual nourishment from her right now at a time when she really needs it? And this man in the yoga class was her grandson. And he said to her, let's take you back to the casita. And she said, she didn't hear him. She's older, 70-something years old. And he said it again. And she said, oh yeah, you're right. I would get so totally lost. I'd never find my way home without you. And I realized that it was my place to reach out to my mother and have kindness and patience and understanding, because love is kind and love is patient and love is understanding, and we are all one. And you will be called upon to bring people home back to this unified, loving vibration. Being loving. Loving will guide you to the next piece. And I had the most incredible healing conversation, dissolving years of anger and resentment with this person in my life because she didn't understand. She was very open to it. So love is patient, love is kind, love is understanding are good words to remember. That's something to write down. Reach out for help. Yes and yes when somebody offers you help. Yes and yes. Reach for your highest joy. What is it that you really want? Not based off what you think you can have right now. Because once you connect with that vibration of the fuck yeah joy, yeah, the universe goes and gives it to you, right? It's so fast. It's already here in your experience, but you're separating yourself from it. You're separating yourself from it with the indecision. And I don't know if I can have it. Am I worthy of it? Da, 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 da. You're worthy of everything you decide you want, you feel is a yes.